Hello, Peter Chao here. As all of you have requested, here is my... Ooh, sorry about that, I just farted. Anyway, here is my Draw My Life. Hope you enjoy. It all started when Mama Chao and Papa Chao had moved to Canada from Hong Kong in 1975 and had their first child, aka my brother, in 1982. They tried to have another baby a year later, but sadly, a few years after he was born, he passed away. My mom and dad kept trying, and in 1987 I was born in a small city on the east coast of Canada. Growing up, I didn't have lots of friends because being the only Asian in a predominantly white school, I knew I was going to be picked on. So I was bullied for being different, I was made fun of for being short, until my brother taught me how to defend myself. What was the advice he gave me, you ask? Kick them in the ball sack! With very few friends in school, I was and still am BFF, best friends with my brother. You guys know him as Ricky. Since he had gone through pretty much everything I was going through at the time except 5 years earlier, I figured he could guide me in the right direction. We lived in a house with mom, dad, my brother, and my grandparents from my dad's side. So for those of you who are wondering, I'm talking about my aye, ama, and not my pawpaw that you are used to seeing in my videos. When I was 9, my grandfather suffered from a stroke while I was watching the movie Babe and passed away a few days later. To this day, I've never rewatched that movie. Fucking Babe. Who's gonna believe that a pig can talk anyway? His death impacted me in a huge way. You see, my parents were never good at giving the talk, whether it be about sex, life, or in this case, death. Since I didn't know much about death, I would write a death note every night in case my parents found me dead the next morning. It was a very weird way to cope, but it was the only way I knew how. So I've never taken life for granted. And the reason why I try to be as positive as possible. As I matured, I established an incredibly close relationship with my grandma, and when she fell ill, I was always there to take care of her and help look after her if my parents wanted to go out for dinner or just want some time alone. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. I'd make short films with the few friends I made in high school and submit them to local film festivals. After my brother moved to Vancouver, I decided to follow suit to go to film school. I had gotten a scholarship after submitting a movie I did with a friend about a neighbor stealing newspapers, which culminated in a climactic lightsaber duel. Sadly, after film school, my parents told me my grandma was on her deathbed and for me to rush back to see her before she died. Sadly, I never got to say goodbye as she died just as my plane was landing. I miss you, Grandma. I was in a really bad place when I got back to Vancouver, so I started gambling. I know, I'm Chinese, which makes it even more pathetic that I was living the stereotype, but I couldn't help it. I was just so sad, and I felt really alone. Anyway, back to the school I went to. It wasn't all that great, but the people I met during it would change my life forever. They became some of my best friends. You know them as those white guys from the Chao Nation videos. One night when I had nothing to do, just bored out of my mind, I turned on my webcam and shot a video as a response to a Mr. Shy City video. That's right, the guy that said, "Nigga made a pizza." He favorited the video and my YouTube career was off and running. You see kids, that's why YouTubers always encourage you to like their videos. You never know how that can change someone's life. It definitely changed mine. Once I started making more videos, one of my close friends helped me take the Peter Chao character to the next level by making him say and do outrageous things. At the time, there wasn't a Jenna Marble, so I was pretty much the only foul-mouthed vlogger on the internet, or as I say, the interwebs. So I adapted the formula, and here I am today, evolving as a person and as an online personality. Despite my first paycheck being $7.28, it wasn't long before I started making a comfortable living off of doing something that I love, making videos. As soon as I got a nice place and upgraded from my shitty apartment, a few of you called me a sellout, but I never understood why people would hate on someone who is making money doing something they love. I think that should be everybody's aspiration in life. In 2010, after days, weeks, and months gone by all alone, pathetically creeping online to see if I could meet anybody, I saw a picture of this incredibly hot girl. Of course you know her as Chelsea. We got chit-chatting, and I found out she was coming out to Vancouver for school. So when she did, we started dating, and I instantly fell in love. She's amazing in so many ways, but the best part about her is her ability to make me laugh. Being a comedian and having the privilege of waking up to someone who can make you laugh every single day is difficult. So that's why I consider myself the luckiest guy in the world. And with all you guys watching, liking, subscribing, I truly want to thank you. Because without you, I still be gambling all my money I should be spending on food, which would be an awful choice. Of course, I still feel I have more to do in this world. I want to act, I want to do stand-up, and eventually go back to my original passion of directing. So for those of you who have stuck with me since 2009, thank you very much for all your support. Chao outside, motherfucker.